Applause. Excellent. Take it away.
Hello, everyone. Hi. Hello, everyone. So today we're gonna talk about React compiler. I'm wondering anyone knows about this? Please raise your hand. Okay, it's quite a lot of people. Okay, nice. Okay, so a little bit about me. Bonjour, je m'appelle Yufang, but people call me Amber as well. So I'm a software engineer from Taiwan, and I'm focused on front end, like React. So a little bit fun fact about me. I was a preschool teacher, and now I'm a software engineer.
Wow.
And yeah, I'm also a digital nomad. So I was traveling around Asia. So if anyone gonna travel to Asia, hit me up. I can give you some tips. Yes. And I'm also learning French at the moment. So yeah, bear my French. Cool. Merci. All right. So what is a React compiler? So short explanation is we don't need can let allow us use memory stuff. We don't need to memory stuff manually anymore. That means we can get rid of use memo and other memorizing APIs. Yeah. But what is a use memo and other memorizing API? Short explanation of a use memo is the React hook let us allow us catching the result of the calculation between re-rendering. So we will have a demo after that. Yeah, that means this API will allow us skip the recomputation if the input haven't changed. Will also reduce the work on updates. Sounds good, right? But it's also very easy to forget to apply it or like apply it correctly. Yeah, it's kind of tricky to get it right, I would say. Okay, but why we need memorizing? The main reason is we want to be faster because everything's like fast, right? To speed up the re-rendering and also memorizing the heavy computation and this kind of thing. And the speed actually matter for the user experience as well. So as a beginning of learning React, I'm struggling a lot. I don't know when to use memo or use callback. I'm not sure if everyone also like me. I am struggling, and the memorizing question is very often to happen in the interview as well. Yeah, and not just me, and you can see the people on the internet also like questioning like when to use it or when to not use it, or if they use overdose. Yeah. Okay. So it may end up you guys you maybe like me using it everywhere, like without fully like understanding. Yeah. Okay. So what is React compiler exactly? There's a compiler will automate your code by automatically, as I say before, that you don't need to manually, right? And it also known as React Forget. React team since 2021, they start working on it. And right now it's still not ready for production yet, but they have a present thing in this year of the React conference. I'm not sure if anyone watched that as well. Yeah, cool. All right. But what does a React compiler do? The first, we want this compiler is also like focused on improve the update, which is first we want to skip the cascading re-rendering of the component. Here we have a like parent component and also their children. So re-rendering parents component, if it's something like stay in the parent component, the changing, it will also re-rendering the children. even though we didn't pass any props to the child. So it's not really necessary, right? So if we're gonna have to re-render in the child component. And the second is we want to skip the expensive calculation. Just imagine that we have expensive price process, really large array of object function that gonna take lots of times. That is not necessary if the input doesn't change. So yeah. And the third is memorizing the dependency to the effect to ensure that the dependency of the hook still equal or on re-rendering, so it can prevent infinity loop in the hook, such as use effect. Yeah, okay. But how can we use the React compiler? The first thing first, we have to check the health check by running this command here, and you will get this 3 lines of result. But yeah, well, what does this result mean? First, we have to see the component can be successfully optimized. The higher numbers, the better. You can see here it's 4 out of 4. It's pretty good. And the second is we have to check if the code is using strict mode. We still want to follow the rule of the React. So it's a higher chance that our code after compile is successful, not failure. Yeah. And the third is we want to check the third-party library. So to check if there's an incompatible if that you use in your code. Yeah.
Does that include the check for dependencies?
Yeah, you will check the dependency as well. Yeah, okay. All right, let's do some demo. Okay. Here we have a really simple code. First here, we just simply go through this app. So in the app, we have a parent component. And inside of app component, we have an increment button and also the child component. We didn't pass any props to the child. You can see in here. Okay, so in here, all right, let's refresh and see the console. Here we rendering app, parents, and child, right? Did anyone know why it rendered twice? Anyone knows? Yes? It's in the strict mode. Yes, cool. Okay, so by click this increment button, it will render both because we render the parent component, even though we didn't pass any props to the child, but it will still render. It's kind of like not necessary to render the child component, right? So the solution is right now we can simply web our child component inside the use memo, just like here. So the child component is here, and we can just simply web it in our use memo. And just by doing this, let's see after this. All right, let's refresh, and we clean the console. And now when we click the increment button, the only parents component will be re-rendering. But it's kind of annoying, right? Because like we have to know what kind of component we have to web and what kind of component we don't need to web. And just imagine if you have a like really large React app, you kind of will be like struggling. So the React compiler can help you with this. And first thing first, we change back to the no memo code. All right, and then we have to run this command, the React compiler health check, and see if we are able to use it. And now you can see there's a 3 line, as I explained before. It seems pretty good, right? All right, then the last thing is we have to apply the React compiler Bible inside the Vite configuration. Yes. All right. Save, and let's run diff again. All right. So right now we don't use any memo, like use memo and other memoizing API, and just simply using the React compiler. And by this, click this button, now you see only parent component being rendered. Whoa, okay. Okay, but sometimes maybe you need, I don't know when, but maybe you want to troubleshooting. So you can just simply on the top, just write use no memo, save, and then you go back to your console and clean it. And now the both will re-render. So for helping you for your troubleshooting. Okay, nice. And all right. So the downside of React compiler right now is still early. Like currently, it's only available as a Bible plugin. And I know the React team, they are working on the Rust port at the moment. So maybe in the future we can use another kind of thing. And the second is I didn't see any Como available at the moment. So maybe if you guys find it, you can share share to everyone. Yeah. And the third is we still need to check the third-party library compatibility. So far, I know the 10 stack, I think they have some issue on it. But yeah, I'm not really sure. The 4 is, it may still have some edge case, we never know, that may cause the compile failures. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much everything about it. And thank you for listening. And I want to special thank you for Nicholas and Eric helping me to rehearsal. It's my first time, so I'm kind of nervous. But thank you, everyone. Yeah, and if anyone wants to contact me, welcome as well. Yeah, I will be here. You have a question?
When do you think the React compiler will be fully in production?
Oh, I don't know. Probably not too soon, I guess, because they actually do the presenting this year. But right now it's still testing, I guess. You have an environment to test. Yeah. And anyone? Okay. Thank you.